Hi, this is Angela Moorad at Amazing Kids AAC Consulting. This is a look at what's new. I've recently tried out a few more affordable or free AAC apps. Some app developers contacted me and asked me to try them out. Others I ran across in the App Store. So I've put them temporarily here in this folder of what's new. First up is PiCom and TexCom, both by the same app developer. These are both free. PiCom, it shows you here how to get back out of this screen. And you may recognize this. It's using open source boards. This is one of the ones that was originally created by Cough Drop. I've personalized it to add a picture of myself. And it's not nearly as full-featured, of course, as Cough Drop. But you can see here what you get. I'm going to go into the settings. And you can see here what other open source boards that it includes for free. You can create your own boards as well. I'm on the QuickCore 112. If I go to QuickCore 60 or QuickCore 24, you could also use those. They have Project Core and a few other things here. So that is a look. Let me go back into those settings so you can see how to edit. There's where you can share and back up. The editing took a little bit to get used to. You have to use these navigation buttons here instead of being able to tap directly on a button to edit. You can use recorded speech. It has global symbols integrated here, or you could import a picture. So let's get back out of that. Next up, from that same app developer, is TexCom. This one was a lot easier to figure out because it's, of course, just a simple text-based app. I've edited.
My dog's name is Gracie.
If I wanted to use a higher quality voice, like one of the Siri voices, I could do a long press, select all.
My dog's name is Gracie.
So you do have a workaround that way. It does have an alert bell, an SOS signal, a no and yes. It scales a little better if you turn it here into portrait mode, but can be used in either direction. It has this scalable phrase list, and I liked that you can add an emoji kind of to help them stand out from each other, and that emoji is not spoken. So that is TexCom. It's also free. Nonverbal speech communicator, I think this one's called. It just has a grid of 3 by 4, and the only option here is to use emojis. But if you have someone who's into that, they're not labeled, so they need to be pretty apparent to that person.
Car. Food.
And you can
Food.
edit if you hold down. And so you're limited to this many on the screen, but you can edit all of that. So if you wanted to create something totally different, you would be able to do that. And as you can see, it rotates with the screen. So very simple, nonverbal speech panel is what that one's called. Mino or Mino, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This one caught my eye because of how large it is and scrollable. I've had a couple of AAC users who had minimal movement, but were able to flick to scroll from the bottom of the screen. So something like this could be helpful for someone like that.
I want to go outside.
Go into settings, so you can add blocks, you can update the ones that are there, you can delete what's there. So just showing that as an option for someone who's looking for an interface that has a large scrollable area vertically. Evin Assist. Let's wait for it to open.
Water.
And so you can edit this. You have a limited amount that you get to use for free before you need to subscribe. But let's go into here. So you can change your voice. You can change the appearance. If you want to just have a grid, you can do that. You can adjust your picture size here. So if you wanted like that, and then again, you could create that same or similar type of large scrollable vertical. Again, the reason why I'm tuned into looking for apps like that is I've had a couple of AC users who weren't able to use kind of traditional grids, but liked this scrolling motion. Of course, Proloquo to Go has a scrollable list option, but for something free to try, and again, all of this would be editable. So if I go in,
Water.
trying to remember how you edit that. Pictures. You can set a pin on that one if you want to. Let's see, go back in here. Nonverbal communicator, again, was one that I found out there for free. And this one's specifically designed for emergency situations. And these rows are scrollable. And I don't think you can edit anything in here, so it's kind of one of those, it is what it is. But you can use
Capital H.
the keyboard here. Nonverbal communicator. IssieSign recently had an update to where when you're setting it up, you can choose the My IssieSign and create your own bank of videos. It's designed to be used for sign or gesture videos as a library of those, but I immediately thought, oh my goodness, you could create really a library of any kind of videos. And so I was playing around with using it for storing calming videos. And I liked how big it opened and automatically started. And then Gestalt. So I had a patient, a student client a couple of them who used that ball pit party video as a way to request to go to the sensory room or to comment that the sensory room was fun. And several individuals who used various clips from Cars. So yeah, you could use this My IssieSign for kind of off-label purposes, so to speak, or you could use it as a really cool way to create your own library of signs and gestures. And over on Google Play, I have installed on my Android device EasyVSD RERC on AAC. The older version of this app wasn't really usable hardly at all. It was too glitchy. This is much improved. Still obviously a work in progress, but at least the basic functions now are usable. So just a quick look at some new free AAC apps. Some require a subscription. The only one on here I think that requires a subscription beyond the basic content is Evin Assist. But all of these you can at least try out for free.